What up, all my fight fans? So, Justin Gaethje had recently did an interview, and he did a few things. He had a few topics to talk about. One of those topics was talking about how, I don't believe it, but you never know, how he would possibly leave the UFC if Conor McGregor were to beat Michael Chandler, and he would get a title shot. I'm talking about Conor McGregor getting a title shot. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, is it unfair? Yes. Why? Because Conor McGregor is pretty much what? I think he's 2 in his last 4, maybe. You know, because his last win was against Don Cerrone back in 2020. Then he lost 2 in a row against Dustin Poirier. And this is his first fight back against Michael Chandler. We still don't even know when that fight's even going to be happening. So who knows? But at the end of the day, we know that's the fight that's going to be made. And we know that's the fight that's coming up. So, but if he does win, which is a big if, because we know Michael Chandler is no punk. Michael Chandler is pretty much a very, very tough opponent for anybody. But if he does win, you know, Justin Gaethje had made his feelings notice and, or, you know, pretty much said what he said about, you know, possibly Conor McGregor getting a title shot. At the end of the day, Justin Gaethje should know this. Conor McGregor is literally the golden boy of UFC, literally. I mean, because the guy brings in a bunch of money, the guy brings in a bunch of eyeballs, the guy brings in a bunch of views, you know, you name it, he does it. And at the end of the day, if he does just so happen to get a win, I could very much see him getting a title shot, you know, because he wants to go for that history, he wants to go for those 3 championships, more likely at welterweight. And you know, there's just a lot of interest there. A lot of interest there at the end of the day. And he's just a superstar. He's a superstar. So it's really nothing against like all the other contenders. But at the end of the day, when you make that as much money as Conor McGregor does, when you showcasing as much star power as he's doing, then it's almost necessarily like, what do you expect? What do you expect, you know? And Justin Gaethje, at the end of the day, you know, he is a star in his own right. And he's actually earned a few title shots. You got to remember, when he beat Michael Chandler, he actually earned himself a title shot against Charles Oliveira. So, hey, at the end of the day, if Conor McGregor just so happened to do it, then why should not he? But, you know, and I heard in the Morning Combat with Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell, they were even talking with, like, in the same sort of what Justin Gaethje was talking about, how if Justin Gaethje was champion, I mean, let's face facts, he would probably want to challenge Conor McGregor. Why? Because he brings in a big payday. He brings in a lot of money. He does that. So why not? You know, why not go for that strap, go for that belt? You know, at the end of the day, if Justin Gaethje was right there and he was making that kind of money, he would definitely want to do that too. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, I remember hearing him, if he won against Charles Oliveira, he would not want to challenge Conor due to principle. I do remember an interview regarding that, but at the end of the day, it's a lot easier said. A lot easier to say that when you're not in that position just yet. I could possibly see Justin Gaethje being that way. I could see possibly Justin Gaethje going off principle and going after the number one contender instead of that big payday. But, you know, a lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people want that big payday, want that big money, and that's what Conor McGregor is. So that's one of the topics. The other topic is, he says the only opponent that he sees for himself just so happens to be Dustin Poirier, a part 2. You know, that first fight was one hell of a fight. You know, you got 2 fighters that leave it all in the cage, that fighters that literally swing it out and bang it out. They're very even though they're very technical, they're very skilled, but they just throw bombs. They throw a lot of bombs with their shots, and they're hoping for that knockout, they're hoping for that finish. And it was definitely one hell of a fight with their first fight, and I would be very much pumped to see their second fight. Hopefully he can have that fight in International Fight Week. You know, we haven't seen Dustin Poirier since what, December, I believe, maybe November, around that time frame, since he fought Michael Chandler, which was one hell of a fight itself. You know, Justin Gaethje just came off a win over Fiziev. It was one hell of a fight as well. So yeah, you know, let's get these guys in the International Fight Week, or possibly in August, sometime this summer. I would love it. It would be a big blockbuster. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about Justin Gaethje. Let me know what you think about his comments regarding Conor McGregor. Let me know what you think about his possible next matchup against Dustin Poirier. Just let me know, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.